This is a course on C++ programming. The PPT is from the great John Stouster, and I have taken permission from him, and he is kind enough to permit me to introduce you this course. And these slides are actually, you can say it is linked with the book of the great person. So what we are going to do today is outline the aims for this C++ course and also present a rough course plan and the basic notion of programming which we'll do in this particular session, and give examples of areas in which software is critical in our civilization. Actually, software is everywhere now, but still we'll specify some very prominent areas, and we'll present the simplest possible C++ program, introduce you with this C++ program, and also outline how it can be made into running code. So this is how we are going to take this along. So this is a course in programming C++ we are looking at for beginners actually who want to become professionals in C++ programming. Also people who can produce systems that others will use, who are assumed to be bright. This is not very essential, but still you need to really work hard, and don't need to be genius, but still working hard will do, and who are willing to work hard. This is what I was talking about, and this is a course using the C++ programming language. What this course is not, this is not a washout course. So if you can get into science engineering parts of a university, you can really handle this course. This course is again C++. For students, again I said that you have to be vigilant enough, need to work hard, because C++ is not very easy, but it's not tough also. So if you work hard, you're going to easily understand C++, because there are various aspects which are there, which this language caters. That is why this is the widely used language still till date. Okay, we'll also use some software development methodologies, and this you'll see later of this course. And the aim is again to, I'm going to teach you, you'll learn, and after this course you'll be able to write small colloquial C++ programs, of course, read much larger programs, learn the basic of many other language by yourself. Because sometimes people ask me that whether I have to learn C or C++, which language is to be learned earlier. Any language which is object oriented, or any language, not also object oriented. The language, the constructs are same. The way of catering the problem is same. Only the syntax may change, or some methodologies may vary. But in all languages share a common platform. But after this course, you will not be an expert programmer, please. For that, you have to really learn the book by John Stouster. And C++ language expert, no. An expert user of advanced libraries, but you will be aware of C++. Why C++? Why we are actually talking about C++? Because you can't learn to program without a programming language. So you need to know a programming language. C++ is the best platform for it. Why C++? The purpose of programming language is to allow you to express your ideas in the form of code. And the C++ is a language that most directly allows you to express ideas for the largest number of application areas that we are going to see just now. And C++ is the most widely used language. So we have many programmers, many experts, scientists, and those programmers which are actually working C++ for now decades. One more important thing is that why you need to learn code is you need to make programs. You need to solve the purpose of your clients. For that, you need some programming, and C++ is good for that. C++ is precisely and comprehensively defined by ISO standard. This is International Organization for Standardization, and this is standardized. So no problem with the standardization, and the standards is almost universally accepted. The most recent is ISO C++ 2014. C++ is available on almost all kinds of computers, and programming concepts that you learn using the C++ can be fairly directly in other languages like C, Java, C Sharp, C hash, and somewhat to Fortran also. So this is the rough course outline. We'll see the basics, the input output, then the data structures and algorithm. This is an important part, and broadening view will see the later editions also. And throughout this course, we will learn how to design the program and develop the problem-solving techniques, C++ language features also, and the background and related fields and topics and languages. There are various other topics also we are going to touch upon. The promises are we'll try to explain every construct used in this course to sufficiently make you understand, but there is no magic, of course. Utility will try to explain only useful concepts and constructs and techniques, and I will encourage you to actually have that book in front of you so that you can learn it more better. The completeness is the concepts, constructs, and techniques can be used in combination to construct useful programs. Realism, the concept, constructs, and techniques can be used to build industrial strength programs. This is very important. And the simplicity again is that the examples used are among those simple, realistic ones that may illustrate the concept, construct, and techniques which we are trying to make you understand. The scalability, the concepts, constructs, and techniques, this can be used to construct large, reliable, and efficient program. So why really programming? Those who are actually who are not aware of any programming language, for them this is an important question. Why programming? And the first question comes into somebody's mind who is in computer science. He is introduced to computer science. Is why programming is needed. Why can't without programming I can do stuff? Because our civilization now runs on software. Most engineering activities, they involve software. It is not just the software in a departmental store, but the work, the effort, the aptitude which has gone to make that software. This is how, and this is where you belong. Most programs do not run on this things that look like a PC, so screen, keyboard, or box on the table. That is why we need programming. Right from the basic level of, say, I just introduced with this departmental store, but now we are talking about ships. We are talking about space stations and various other giant fields where we are using this programming language. Aircrafts, because this is where your comfort comes, and also the criticality of functioning and the life comes. Phones, of course, everyone has phone, and without phone now it's very it has become rather than a necessity than a luxury a few years ago. Energy sector, you'll see how C++ and the programming is there. Of course, PC, tablet, workstation, it's always there. This operating system on which you work may be aware of Mac and Windows and various other operating systems. So on the background of it, you will have some programming, and you have to do various programming to make it look like this. Even this one line, even this one curve needs a lot of effort. So where is C++ used? As I just indicated through some visuals, they're just about everywhere. Macros, animation, graphics, Photoshop, GUI, OS, compiler, slides, chip design, chip manufacturing, semiconductor tools. So this is the web page you can visit to find out the various fields and areas where C++ is there. So let us come down to our first program. This is the basic program, as I promised you. We start with int main. Main is, the name suggests that it is main. The basic means the compiler, which I'm going to discuss later. But how do I start in a house? How to enter? There has to be some door. So this is the door. Main is the door. From here you enter to the program, and these are your gates. These are the braces are your gates. This is the opening gate, this is the closing gate. So the C program or C++ program, because C and C++ program, they look quite similar. That is why while expressing about C++, I'll sometimes talk about C also. This is the main, and these two round brackets, this shows that this is a function. And what is a function? A function is that which does some work. Okay, I assign you a work. You do something and you return me the result. So you are doing some function. You're giving some result. So I'm giving you some input. So a function will take some input, will give you result. This is the result format. Means I request you to give me the result in a box, or say in a jar. So you're giving me the result in some format. This is a kind of format which we are going to see later. So main is where a C++ program actually starts. This cout, now you want to see the results also. You want to, because you have a screen now, and whatever you do on the background, you need to see the result also. Cout is what it is. Helps you to show this hello world, which is written inside this double quote. This is streaming. I'll tell you about this. This is the basic line. This outputs the 13 characters, hello world, H, from H to this exclamation mark, followed by a new line, this slash n. This slash n is not a slash or n. This is a combined, you can say, an output construct, that is a new line. A new line is a white space. All those things which you can see, they are white spaces, like tab, like enter, like page break, section break, and all these things. They comes under this white space category. Then return. As I said, I request you to do something, you return me something. So you are returning me something, this program also returns something. This program returns 0. Return 0 in C++, returning a value, this indicate success. So this is the returning of a successful value. These codes delimit string literal. These are the codes, double quotes. These smart codes like this will cause compiler problems. So try to use these codes. Make sure your codes are of this style. And slash n, as I suggested, is a notation for a new line. This is the basic program of C++. Let me add some other values to it. Value added program, you can say. This program you have just seen. Now I have added this library facilities. What is this library? Now I request you to do something. I have to provide you with some resources also. You not have everything. If you are, I am sending you 5 kilometers away, I have to provide you with a bicycle or a motorbike. These are the libraries. The extra resources which are required by a C++ program are the libraries. And I have to give you those resources. That is, the C program includes that. Giving means these are including. These are the resources which are being included. This is hash. This is a preprocessor directive, and this particular .h, this is a header file. It comes overhead of this main. That is why they are called header files. This is the first program, so note these semicolons. These are the semicolons. Every statement of C++ program terminates with the semicolons. These are the braces, entry and output gate. This grouped statements into a block. So we will be seeing number of blocks. This is a basic program, so you are just watching one this block, but we'll be seeing various blocks, various functions, and looping constructs and various other things. For now, this is a block. Main is a function that takes no arguments. Main, this function takes no argument, right? And returns an integer. In this particular case, it returns an integer and it does not take any arguments. And it returns an integer value to indicate success or failure. Integer value, integer is a data type. Every data has to have a type because we need to save it into the computer, and we have to specify that this is the memory. This is the memory you will be required. Now we have a second value added program from our basic program. Again, this is the facilities which I have to give you, because I have given you some tasks for in C++. If I want to do some task, I have to get some resources. This C++ has these resources. You just have to include it. This you already know, but this is a new line. What this line do? This wait for a keystroke, keep window open. Means without this keep window open, the output window will be closed immediately. Now you want to see this hello world, you will not be able to see it. In C language, we usually use get character function for that. So before you have a chance to read output, you need to have this keep window open. Specifically, if you talk about this, you'll get in Visual C++ 20 and above. Hello World is a very important program. This purpose is to help you get used to your tools, compiler, program development environment, and program execution environment. So this type in the program is carefully, after you get into the work, please make a few mistakes to see how the tool respond, because only you learn by your mistakes. Forget the header. Try to forget the header. Let's see what error does. So these things you can do to check and verify these program how they run. I have a separate C++ programming course, and where actually on the environment I've told how to program, so you can go to that. So it's almost all a boilerplate. Only this is directly does anything. All other things are hidden from you. So hello world will be shown to you, because software actually does that. It automates it. What actually is going on the backside, you're not aware, and we make that thing available for the users. So styling is also important. The style does matter. Now compilation and linking. You have a C++ source code. You have a C++ compiler. What it does, this compiles. Compiles means if you have different if you want to write a research paper, say, you compile various research paper written by different eminent researchers. You compile them, and then you try to write your basis of that. On that research, you add up and make a research paper. C++ source code, what compiler does is the various ingredients of a C++ code, it compiles them. It makes them as one, and then produces an object code. Object code, the next step is of object code is linking. What is linking? Means the same, the literal meaning of linking is you have to link this object code with some library object code. This object code linked with library object code produces executable program. So you write C++ source code, the compiler translate what you wrote into object code. Object code is simple enough for a computer to understand, not for you. The linker links your code to system code needed to execute. For example, you can have input-output libraries, operating system code, and windowing code as well. And the result is an executable program. For example, .exe file on Windows and a.out file on Unix platform. So again, let us revisit our question: what is programming? The conventional definitions are telling a very fast, person exactly what to do, or a plan for solving a problem on a computer, and specify the order of a program execution. But For academia, the definition for another domain is a program. A program is organized and directed accumulation of resources to accomplish or to gain specific objectives. Good, but no mention of actually doing anything. What we are going to use the definition is specifying the structure and behavior of a program and testing that the program performs its task correctly and with acceptable performance. So software means one or more programs. So if you have written one program and you say it is a software, no worry, it's correct.